Clinton's private secretary at once upon a time when she was Secretary of State.
So what now, Mr. Jethmalani? Is it as simple as, so two-part question. One, Hindenburg shutting shop, does it mean Nate Anderson and the genesis of the attacks end? Because if he was just a front, then obviously the perpetrators are still out there. And second, should there be no consequence for his actions? Because this is like perhaps a burglar saying that now I have quit my ways, I'm not a burglar anymore. What about all of the robberies? What about the attacks?
Well, Tamar, first of all, there is an investigation going on by SEBI. So as far as the Indian authorities are concerned, SEBI will continue and do their best to call him to account. Of course, there's something difficult about the reach to an extraterritorial individual or entity like Hindenburg and Nate Anderson. But SEBI must do its best because we must have a deterrent for the future where, foreign predators, financial predators are stalking our big companies and trying to destabilize those companies who provide wealth and jobs and infrastructure and who are being undermined. And ultimately, of course, has a ripple effect on the whole economy and retail investors. So, certainly SEBI should do something. I have no doubt that the American authorities responsible for, the Securities Commission and so on and so forth will also investigate this. And I won't be surprised if people who are alarmed by George Soros within the Republican administration will also be taking action. That how could you treat an ally in Quad and somebody whom you say is a vital ally for your Indo-Pacific aims, right, in this manner?
So just a couple of questions now, Mr. Jethmalani. What happens to the Supreme Court case? What is the kind of view as the Supreme Court and SEBI could take of this announcement today? And overall, what about the people who have either initiated political attacks or legal action based on the report itself?
Well, those people can certainly be taken to task, right? The Indian government should. This is a case for investigation by the CBI for all the people who profited, right? Already some people in Parliament who raised questions about it, right, for alleged consideration have already been named. But I think this needs to go a lot further about all these people, all those people in India, because I consider them to be agents of, enemies, persons inimical to Indians' economic interests. So all those persons should be investigated by the CBI. There's no question on that, because I'm sure a lot of people have profited in this. I think Kotak could give us a lot of information in this matter. He's a broking house, right? Somebody has to ask him how he was approached by them. Yeah, how he was approached to do this.
So is there now a situation, and is it valid to expect, say, a SEBI, a Supreme Court, the legal establishment to go after Nate Anderson and ask him what the genesis of all of this is? And, we're talking about just the Indian context. Nate Anderson has been doing this for a while. Could other regulators also step in, and would there be a valid case for that?
Well, you mean other regulators outside India?
Yes.
Yes. On the job.
Yes, SEC, for example.
The Securities Commission, SEC in the United States could certainly look. It's extremely ominous that not just Nate Anderson, right? But the moment Trump came in, the Attorney General, the Deputy Attorney General, who presented this indictment, also resigned. Right? I forget his name now, but he had also resigned. So obviously, that resignation is a sign that they knew that what they had done was wrong. Both Hindenburg and the Deputy Attorney General had been people who've been used by the system. The latter, even after Biden had lost.